Welcome back to the beach. Welcome back to France. This is the last episode of the Ulti Show. I'm Brian.
And I'm Caz, and you can connect with us, hashtag the Ulti Show, and use the hashtag WCBU 2017. Still a chance to connect with us and still a chance to send your comments and suggestions using those hashtags. So what are we going to talk about on this final show, Brian?
On this final show, we're doing an interview with WFDF Sustainability Officer, Johanna van Toggenburg. But first, it is the end of the tournament. Everything's finished, and we've got to wrap up those results.
Absolutely. And we have seen some seriously good results, haven't we, this week?
We have. It's been very exciting here the last couple days. We've finished everything at the start of the show, back on Monday.
Feels like a while ago now,
feels like a long time.
It feels like a few days.
We said, there's 21 medals up for grabs, plus the 7 for Spirit.
That's right.
We said USA was going to get 7. USA got 7.
They got the 7, and that was pretty much what the poll suggested as well, wasn't it? So everyone was spot on with those results.
They were, but spoiler alert, only 6 of those were gold.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, of course.
We kind of said, I made the prediction that between Canada and Australia, they were going to get 7 medals. I was off in my Commonwealth countries. It was Canada and Great Britain together getting 7 medals. So they did well. And the surprise, or I guess the good story of the week, I think, was the results of France. So the hometown French teams came away with 3 medals at this event. So that was really great. And then in the rounding out the results, Germany got a medal. Australia did grab a medal there. And Russia got a gold medal.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to talk about the French results, I mean, clearly great local support for those French teams as well.
It was amazing watching them play.
Half the stadium was packed with French supporters, really loud cheers for every time they got a point. Like, it was a really wonderful atmosphere and really helped by the local crowd here, so that was fantastic. But yes, you're right, huge upset in the women's final result. That game between Russia and the US. And actually the US were ahead, weren't they? They were sort of point by point ahead for most of that match. And towards the end, it was 10-6 actually. So US was leading 10-6, and then Russia turned it around. They managed to get to evens, 10-all. And then there was that final point, wasn't there? Universe point, everything to go for. Teams really feeling the stress and really feeling that atmosphere in the arena. And then there was a big pull, wasn't there, from Russia all the way down, right to the end zone. US almost defended it, but it slipped out of her hands, bounced off the head, and Russia caught that final point. Absolutely amazing final point there.
It was the most amazing finish to the most amazing game, I think, well, certainly of the whole tournament. That was the game of the tournament. There is absolutely no doubt about that.
Definitely entertaining to watch. And don't forget, guys, you can actually re-watch that match. That's actually on the website now. That's on the WFDF YouTube channel, so you can watch it there and you can replay some of those amazing points.
You bet. And you can see all kinds of great games that we've recorded all tournament long. And to wrap up the results, we want to talk about Spirit.
Yes,
also
absolutely.
Important.
Who got those amazing Spirit awards this week?
We did pretty well with our poll. We had a poll about Spirit, who was going to win. People said a lot of love for New Zealand. They won two Spirit divisions.
India was predicted to win a lot, weren't they?
And they did as well. They won one, as well as Austria, Japan, Australia, and rounding it out, Spain. So congratulations to all the teams coming in for the medals.
And everyone that competed. It's really been a very well-spirited tournament all around. And the Spirit director was telling us earlier in the week that actually those Spirit scores have improved. Their averages have gone up, haven't they, since the last Beach World. So that's really fantastic that everyone's playing with more Spirit.
You've got to have even better Spirit in order to win that Spirit
Exactly.
medal.
Expectations have gone up.
They have.
Fantastic. So we'll have a quick chat now with Johanna, who's a Sustainability Officer here for WFDF. Welcome, Johanna.
Thank you. Welcome.
Joining us now on the beach, and we're going to have a quick chat about sustainability, because this is the first time you have joined us at the Worlds, isn't it? Just newly appointed a few months ago. Fantastic to have you on board at WFDF.
Thank you.
What have you observed about this championship? Because you've done an evaluation as to how sustainable things are here, haven't you?
Yeah, I think even though it's a new concept that we've adopted officially, with WFDF, this event actually has done a really great job already at implementing it. 3 things I think are worth highlighting from this tournament. First of all, the waste management. So the effort that has gone into making sure that water is available from taps, that waste is recycled, that even food leftovers are kind of gathered and given to local farmers has been really unique. A second thing is that they really tried to keep the beaches clean, use the daylight for as much as they could, keep energy usage down as much as they could, provide rental bikes, for example, to reduce transportation pollution and so on. And the third thing that is really unique about this event is their community engagement. So both with the community of Royan here and the locals, but also with a children's program that they started a year ago where they trained children from different areas and schools in France how to do first aid, how to do marking and SOTG scores. And they
so
also
spirit
taught
of the game scores
spirit
as well.
of the game, exactly. And they taught them English so that they could communicate with these international players here. And obviously that is going to leave a lasting impact in the community.
Fantastic. So those are just some ideas, guys, of how you can incorporate sustainability into a tournament using, as you say, community investment as well as considering the environment, right? Those are two different aspects there that we've got, and education as well, I suppose, is another one. What are some other ideas that our viewers out there can use in their own tournaments? Maybe it's a small hat tournament, maybe it's a big championships. How can they make sure they consider sustainability as well?
Well, I think for ultimate players, it's and just flying disc activities, it's really inherent to our game. Because taking care of our environment, whether we play on the beach or on grass, is really important. That's the space that we operate in, that's the air that we breathe. And if we don't have that, we can't play so well anymore. So just watching out for any waste that you produce, being aware of that, trying to, we always have the motto of reduce, reuse, recycle. So recycling is the last option. Try to reduce any usage of packaging that you have, energy. Try to take public transport or cycle wherever you can. There's also consideration of thinking about, do we need a new t-shirt for every tournament, or can we reuse our kits? Can we donate things to communities? So there's a lot of things we can do just to be aware, and I think WFDF is working on that to provide a template for an evaluation that every team, every tournament director can use, both for events but also for activities in their everyday training, coaching and clubs.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for speaking with us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you.
So don't forget, guys, you can connect with us, hashtag the Ulti Show, hashtag WCBU 2017. And if you do have any specific sustainability questions, do reach out to us. Any comments, I'm sure Johanna will be very happy to respond to any of those comments as well.
And that was a great interview. I had occasion to do a good interview today as well. After the finals, I sat down with Rob Rao, the president of the World Flying Disc Federation. And you can find a link to that interview in the description of this video.
Fantastic.
And you definitely want to tune in and see that one, because we spend some time talking about the Olympics 2024. Some very interesting stuff happening.
Some good WFDF aspirations there.
You bet. So some interesting stuff happening around Frisbee for the Olympics. So
and
that was
all
good.
the disc sports,
and
right?
all the disc sports,
yeah. Absolutely. Well, that's been it, guys, for this last episode of the Ulti Show at the World Championships of Beach Ultimate 2017 here in Royan, France. We've really enjoyed being here on the beach all week.
It's been great doing this. It's just flown by.
I'm Caz.
And I'm Brian.
And we'll see you next time.
You bet.
Should we go for a swim now, Brian?
I think so. We missed our ferry.
Oh.